Hello from Monterey again. Today I would like to talk about one interesting hand I played at TCH Live in Dallas. Last year and this year I played a bunch of streams and yeah, luckily I also played some interesting hands. And here I would like to present you my way of thinking and yeah, show you the insane action there at TCH Live.
Three-handed.
Okay, first I would like to say something to the insane lineup. Yeah, shoutouts to TCH. Basically, always a great game and lots of action at the table. Yeah, in the situation, we face Limp from the hijack from our friend John Ryan. In my opinion, top five most aggressive players in Dallas. Very tough to play against. Not scared at all. Always capable for running big bluffs. And yeah, he hurt me already a lot. Like when he makes a hand, you will pay him off. And yeah, very tough to play. Also at this table here, my friend Trick Time. Shoutouts to him. But in this hand, yeah, John Ryan open limps. Our friend BMG, very good tournament player, plays a bunch of tournaments with very great results. Um, Played, for example, also the 100K one drop in Vegas, next a big one, which Feder won in the end. He was there also at the final table. And yeah, we are in the $100 straddle, so the game is 25, 25, 50, and we yeah put the $100 straddle on and check back with our hand Queen 10 off. Pretty standard so far. So let's see what's going on now.
Bunch of weird hands.
Yeah, a bunch of middling hands. No 6-5's not all that weird. Picks up a flush draw.
Top pair for Moneymaker.
Top two.
I think it might have been Queen 9-8.
There was it. Graphics, man. Graphics, show me. Oh,
Okay, my buddies from TCH had some troubles with the board reading. Yeah, like we see, it's a Queen 8 deuce board with a spade flush draw. We unblock the flush draw, and like I said, Texas poker plays pretty aggressive. Our friend Brian Green, yeah, starts leading on the flop with just king high. He has a backdoor flush draw and some yeah backdoor backdoor straight equity. But yeah, very aggressive in my opinion. Against this, we have a pretty clear call. We could think about raising, but yeah, I decided to do slow play here. I think my hand performs pretty fine, and yeah, John Ryan flops a flush draw, and yeah, has also a pretty clear call. Now to the turn where the action gets more interesting.
Queen 8
right,
deuce.
Queen 8 deuce. we were both wrong.
Super wrong. John Ryan, who has, I think he turned a pair and he's got a spade draw.
There we go.
There we go.
There's some updated graphics. King 9. Interested to see Brian Green still in this pot. Maybe he also thought that was a 10 on board. Calling for the gutty. John Ryan is going to raise here. I love the raise. Don't think he made it big.
Okay. We decide after Brian checks that our hand is like very strong, and we want to get some value. I think when we want to bet here on the double flush draw board, I like to use kind of big sizing. So I decided for 2/3 sizing, yeah, to punish flush draws a little bit. Try to get calls by random queen X. So like ranges on Dallas is very wide. So for sure queen nines or random suited queens in the range. And yeah, I think yeah, clear value bet here for us. And yeah, John Ryan is like one of the most aggressive players in Dallas for a reason. He is not calling here in position. He wants to put max pressure on me and yeah, decides to go for a small raise. Yeah, very interesting in my opinion. Yeah, in my opinion, we can discount hands like deuces and eights from his range because I would expect already raises on the flop. So what is he now representing? Something like limbed queen six suited, 8-6 suited, pocket sixes in case he decides to continue with this against yeah lead from BMG and my flat. So pretty small value range in my opinion, but he has a bunch of very strong combo draws. So if he has 5-6, he has for sure 5-7, 9-7, and lots of random spades. So yeah, that's why our queen is for sure too strong for folding here against like a pretty small value range and a very big potential bluffing range. I wouldn't be shocked even if I would see here raises from 10-9, Jack-10, and yeah, John Ryan is for sure capable of having hands like this in his range. And yeah, that's why my queen 10 here is a pure bluff catch. His I think his range is already that polarized. Yeah, that we don't beat any value hands, and we have just a pure bluff catch.
Enough for Moneymaker to consider folding. Yes.
He didn't want to flip for it. He's like, just top it up, just top it up. I was like, no, we're gonna flip it. We're on it.
I think given that John Ryan actually had showdown value in this spot, might weight him a little more towards calls. King ball in the end.
Maker with the best of it if he can make it to showdown.
Check. And
I don't think he's in the mood to fold.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And I think John Ryan pretty mandatorily has to put out a bluff ski. And he makes it a full overbet, man. 4,100.
Okay, like we know our friend John Ryan, he likes to put max pressure and goes for the slight overbet. The river is a king, where I guess it's yeah, kind of brick. I think he has maybe some king high flush draws. But I wouldn't expect him to overbet with just king on the river. So yeah, that's why I guess his value range is the same than the range I expect on the turn. So like 8-6, queen 6, maybe pocket sixes. But yeah, both flush draws missed. So like the potentially picked up diamond flush draw on the turn, the spade flush draw on the flop, all potential gut shots, double gut shots, open ender, and yeah. So we have a very small value range, massively big bluffing range, and we know that John Ryan is capable. Still, we are facing an overbet on the river, and overbets, especially in Dallas, are on the river very underbluffed. So we are in a very tough spot, and let's see if we can figure it out.
Moneymaker. Oh no. Such a rough
Moneymaker's pretty
spot.
sharp.
He is, but he's got kicker problems. He's definitely not looking like a believer though, man.
Yeah, like I said, my friend in the commentary is a little bit wrong, a little bit off. I think my kicker here doesn't matter that much because John Ryan would open raise hands like Queen Jack suited, I guess. So maybe it's a small frequency limb call from him, but like hands like King Queen, Ace Queen are for sure open raises, and yeah, it's like basically impossible that he chooses this line with Queen Jack, that he raises turn, maybe, but he's never turning his queen on the river into a bluff and overbets it. So my kicker is very irrelevant in my opinion, and it's more relevant that we are unblocking potential flush draws. My 10 is like not perfect because we block potential Jack 10s and 10 9s, but I guess he can have these combinations even offsuit. So it's not that terrible that we have this card.
And like all the spade draws bricked. What else, right? Like John Ryan's basically saying I have a set or nothing. for the most part. Like the straight draw's bricked,
30 minutes.
diamond draw's bricked.
This will be a sick call if he makes it.
Oh, it'd be
It doesn't
so
look-
disgusting. Oh my god.
Oh, he almost did it. He almost did it. Oh, yeah, made the call.
Dude. Wow,
Yeah,
what
man.
a call.
What a... I mean, I know I'm not that good at the game, but that seems like a pretty hard call to
No,
make.
that's a rough call, man. It's a
And-
good call by Mr. Moneymaker making money.
I'm not specifically rooting for Moneymaker. I'm just rooting for
Bluff
people
catching.
making really good calls, and that
was disgusting.
Yeah, interesting spot for me, I think. I hope you understood what I was thinking, and yeah, give me some feedback. And yeah, I appreciate a lot this great commentary from my friend Greg Potter. Yeah, they always create an amazing atmosphere there in the streams when they commentate. And yeah, hope to see you soon, guys. And like if you like my video. Okay, have a nice day.